Hi everyone. So today I wanted to share with you some gardening Mother's Day gift ideas. Now we're not going to plant everything up today. I just want to go over with you some things that you could do and make a gardening Mother's Day gift. So let's go ahead and let's get started. If you're new to this channel, thank you so much for stopping by. If you love to entertain, garden, cook, and we sometimes occasionally do product reviews, I definitely invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel and to make sure that you tap the bell and do the drop down to select all so that you can receive all of the notifications every time we upload a new video. Now, today's purpose is first for me to get some things planted. Now I will link the tomato video, but that's what we're going to do today. Our tomatoes are doing well and they are ready to get out of these containers. So I thought, as I was uploading that last video, wow, this would also make a great Mother's Day gift. I told you all I had some planters that I found on clearance for $1. I pulled some of those out. I still got lots more, but I think I'm going to plant just 6 up today, and then the other ones we'll put on the in the patio containers. So that's one gift idea right here. We also have these herb planters, also clearance. And let me tell you guys, I'm not encouraging to just like go shopping, but sometimes be on the lookout for different things that you like. And if you see them on clearance, definitely go ahead and get them. Hence, these little planters right here. Had these for some years. They were also $1 as well. So we're going to put some basil in here, and we have some thyme that we soil blocked we're going to put in here today. And right here, I got these end of the season last year, and if you notice, they're not planters. They are like serveware. I think this is like the utensil caddy right here, and then this was, I think, another type of utensil caddy. And these were all on clearance in this little bucket right here. I bought like so many of those. These were all on clearance for $1. And then I have some bigger like ice buckets that if you wanted to do an arrangement for, you could also do that and present it. And then I have this one right here that is, this was also, I think this one was like $2. Now, what I can tell you is make sure whatever you get to put some drainage holes in there. So you'll need a drill, and I have my own personal drill that my husband gave me with the correct bit. I think it's like a 1/2 inch bit. I'm not sure. I'm not even gonna talk bits because I don't know. I know that bit stays in that drill because that's my own personal drill. So if you do unconventional containers, just make sure that you drill some holes in here. Now these, they do have a hole, but I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger, so I'll show you. We will plant these up today just so you can get good drainage, because you do not want that water to sit in there and cause your plant to rot from too much water. So let me go ahead in this non-judgment zone here, because we got a lot going on, but I'm just trying to tackle a little bit every day. But I just thought these would be perfect for Mother's Day. Nothing too big, just something, just a nice gesture. Because really quick, y'all, years ago when I was really sewing and really doing crafts, every year for like birthdays or holidays, I would give my family members something that I made, because it's something that I thought about. And I thought about you while I was making it, and I just thought it was more thoughtful. So for a lot of years, like my nephews, they got something that was made specifically, and my kids, by me. So that's what I like to do. Like, I like to give gifts, but I like to put parts of me in there, and just the thought process, and just really think about what each person likes. So, okay, let me put the camera down, go get potting soil, and then I'll show you what I'm going to use for the tomato, and then we'll go ahead and get started. And let me find my drill because I hope I know where it is, and then we'll get started. Okay, so we have our holes drilled, and it was a 3/4 inch drill bit, but you just want that drainage, and the holes don't have to be perfect. You just need something where the water can drain out. So we went ahead and put drainage holes in all of the planters that we're going to use today. So and the bigger the planter is, you want to put more holes. So this one I put 2 holes in so that we can get good drainage, because you don't want that water to stay in the container and get root rot. So before we get started, whatever gift you're going to give, it doesn't have to be one particular thing. It could be a combination of vegetable, herbs, or flowers, totally up to you and what you know that person likes. But the main thing is you definitely want to give them a nice healthy plant so that they can enjoy it, and then think of you every time that they look at the plant, basically. So what we're going to do, we're going to put a little potting mix together. I have some earthworm castings and a little bit of compost. Now for my tomatoes, let me show you what I use when I plant those. We always use just a little bit. Since these are small containers, you don't need a lot. Just to get it off to a good start, we're going to put some tomato tone in each of these planters right here. And then for the herbs, let me show you. I have some herb and leafy green. Let me just show you. Let me show you. Hold on, y'all. So this is what I use for like all my herbs and all of my lettuce and leafy greens. So with the herb planters, we'll put just a little bit of that in there, and that way everything is off to a good start. So since I do not have enough room on this non-judgment area, I really am going to get this cleaned off. So I can't leave the camera running because I have no place to put it, and I have to go find my tripod. So let me just go ahead and get all of this planted up, and then I'll come back and show you some of the gifts. Some of the gift ideas that I think will be perfect for Mother's Day if they're definitely into gardening. So let me get everything potted up, and then we'll come back, because I have to tell you, let me just tell y'all now, we have, let me show you, I did a lot of soil blocks, lots of soil blocks. And so although these look small, you may want to go ahead, or you may have the notion to like put a whole bunch in a pot. So don't. I'll probably put just 2 of these soil blocks into each of these pots, because remember, they're gonna grow, they're gonna get bigger, they're gonna flourish. So you don't want to like pack a lot of these, because these are basically 20 basil plants. You don't want to put like 5 in one, because that's really, they're going to grow quick once the weather heats up, because basil loves that heat. They're going to grow real quick. So I'm just going to put like 2 per container, and then just let them grow. And then as long as you keep them clipped, they'll continue to get bushy. And that goes for the oregano too. And we have like a couple of things of the parsley. Oh, and we have some time. So let me get everything potted up, and then we'll come back. We are moving right along. We have our tomatoes planted, but I'm about to plant up this little planter right here. But what I wanted to share with you all is, when you make holes in containers and you start watering, sometimes that soil can seep through, and depending what you have it on, it can make a little bit of a mess. So if you have some coffee filters around, go ahead, line the bottom with the filters. That way the water will still go through, but all of that soil won't mess up whatever you have it on. So I'm just going to line the bottom here with the coffee filters, and then I'll fill it with soil. So let me show you all what we have planted, and that is ready for gift giving. Now I want you all to look past the mess here, and let's focus on what we got for Mother's Day gifts. Okay, so we have the 2 terracotta plants, which is thyme and basil. Now I have probably about 2 to 3 weeks before Mother's Day is, and I know since we went ahead and potted these up, these are really going to flourish. So don't worry about how skimpy or how little they look right now. If you can, do it a little bit earlier so that it could be full, but I'm totally fine with the way this looks. Then we have our container tomatoes right here. Now I'm gonna move over here because we planted a total of 7 that you can see right here. And what I'm going to do, since we have like the chalkboard section right here, is I have some markers and you can write whatever message that you would like. And if you remember, this is our utensil caddy. We put holes at the bottom. We have purple basil and Genovese basil. And y'all, let me just tell you, basil is one of my favorite smelling herbs. Every summer I just come out here and I just rub my hands through it because it smells so good. So we have the basil here in this one, and then this one is also, I think, like a utensil caddy, and we put the holes in there if you remember from the beginning. But again, we have Genovese basil, purple basil, and then we have the container tomato plant. And then let me show you what we did with the little small bucket. And if you have just some plant markers or something like that lying around, you can always put it in, we'll just say like this, and you can give that away or something like that. Or if you want to make your own, you can do that as well. So if you have some plant markers, which I do, lying around, I will also put those in there, and you can also make some. And for these containers right here, if you have some paint markers, which I do, you can write something down here or something on each pot. So let me show you the small bucket, and then we are going to end. And I hope this gives you some ideas for some Mother's Day gifts for the gardeners that you know in your life. So here is the little small bucket container. And like I said, if you can start it earlier so it'll look fuller, but if not, it's totally okay. As long as the recipient takes care of it, water it, feeds it, everything is gonna fill in. And then if you have some plant markers laying around, or you can make your own and put something in here for them. Like I said, just make sure you got holes in the bottom. But let me just give you an example. These are 2 soil blocks, a 1/2 inch, that we just put in here. And we have oregano, we have the container tomato, and then we have some thyme. Now, I don't have a lot of thyme, but I'm talking about the herb thyme, that right here. But let me show you the oregano that we put in this raised container maybe about 2.5 weeks ago. Let me show you how it looks now. Okay, so it's getting super hot, so I have to put my shade cloth on. This is our romaine lettuce that I have been peeling off of just about every other day. But let me just give you an example. These were like, I want to say 3 tiny 1/2 inch soil blocks of oregano, and just look how it has filled in. And I love these too, and they smell good. So that's what I'm saying. If you can, start it earlier. If not, it will fill in, trust me. So as always, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this gave you some ideas of some things that you can do conventionally and unconventionally to give to the gardeners in your life for Mother's Day. I hope you share this video with your family and your friends. And if you're not a subscriber, we will absolutely love to have you as one. So make sure you tap the bell so that you can receive notification each and every time we upload a new video. Again, thank you all so much for watching, and until the next video, bye bye.